back with the chain wrestling flow roll. And if you saw my episode with YC last week, this is his tag team partner. This is Shawn from Aussie. Hell of a tag team. I'm a big fan. They're a lot of fun. But he's from the GrappleMax promotion in Singapore. And of course, with a name like that, you would expect some phenomenal grappling, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Real smooth in the ring, Shawn is, and just a great technician. Works nice and light, which flows really well for the flow roll. And cheeky subscribe button to cover up the cheeky fingers in the corner of the shot. But there you go. If you could, give us a like and a subscribe. Helps the algorithm, helps me out as a coach, helps me keep putting out these videos. But back to the action. Yeah, Shawn is a great grappler, very fluid in the ring. Understands the demands of chain wrestling and how to move from hold to hold and preserve his energy and use it at the right time. So a lot of fun in this one. Shooting there for a headlock, I use that space just to push out and reset. Just taking that knuckle lock into an arm drag and then a back take. Shawn able to capture my foot, which was a little too close to his body, and then just a step over toe hold. Actually one of the first, if not the first, submission I ever learned from Cole Devani at the Monster Factory 20 plus years ago. And that little transition into the half crab was another Cole Devani special. Now transitioning into the STF. Shawn doing a good job of just moving into space just to change up the hold and take me off my base there. We ended up in some kind of pinning position, almost like a sunset flip. Kick out, reset, let's go again. Shawn capturing the leg now, went for a little bit of a run the pipe takedown, but lost his footing there, so I used that opportunity to get a front headlock. Just trying to keep the arm away from my hips and apply all my pressure onto the body. A lot of people drop to their knees in the front headlock, and it's just not good efficiency. You're taking a lot of the pressure off your opponent and putting it into the mat. Now working into an arm wringer. Over the top with a pro wrestling key lock. I went for the double wrist lock, but he took control of my leg. A little takedown now, and there he has the start of what is, yes, absolutely a half crab position. One of my favorite ways out is just to roll through that space, which is usually between their legs when they have a wide stance. And then you can turn that into a lot of things, a pin, a leg lock. Right now I've got a 50-50 position into a little bit of an Achilles lock. Shawn trying to use his free leg to just create a bit of movement, take me off my base again, which allowed him to get this variation of a step over toe hold. And here I'm just trying to be creative. I was trying to almost invert like you would see in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Couldn't get that, so ended up with that figure 7 hold here, which usually leads into a version of the Muta lock, but instead here I'm searching for a bow and arrow stretch. Shawn is again moving that base, which is really good. It's a concept I have taught before on the channel if you look at my chain wrestling problem solving episode. But I taught the guys about just consistently trying to break the base. A little bit of a running man. That's not fundamental technique. Don't do that. But yeah, just always trying to shift your weight around and just seeing how it moves your opposition. I feel like being creative and trying new things like that is just the best way to learn what does and doesn't work. Had a Muta lock there. Again, Shawn shifting, ended up in the ropes. I was the one who actually grabbed the rope to relieve the pressure on my leg. Shawn now taking the waist lock out of the knuckle lock. Went for a mat return, but hips not low enough and not close enough. So I used that to lean back leverage open that grip, and then shoot for a low single. And then one of my favorite ankle holds here, trapping the other leg with my shin, twisting the ankle outwards using my shoulder as a little bit of a leverage point, and then transitioning the other way to get this reverse figure four, allowing me to now target arms or cross faces. A lot of options there. Slowly just moving into that butterfly lock. So with that double underhook, I was trying to turn him over into the pin. Wasn't going, so I stepped over into the butterfly lock. One of my old favorite submissions. Shawn getting hold of the legs, into the Boston Crab, and that is a wrap.
If you want to see more videos like this, click on the subscribe button, spread the word, and if you have any questions or requests for World Beater Wrestling, don't be afraid to comment below.